Welcome to Biz Wire. I'm Joseph Nordstrom in Beijing. Meetings between leaders of the United States and China have mostly been dour, orchestrated affairs conducted by teams of men in dark suits. But China's new President Xi Jinping and U.S. President Barack Obama are shedding the script and neckties for their first summit of sorts, an informal get-together on Friday and Saturday at the Sunnylands estate in the California desert. An informal setting suits both Obama and Xi, and the payoff could be huge if they can build a rapport that brings the world's top two economies closer. Nonetheless, the short sleeves meeting is shaping up as anything but relaxing. The two sides have to overcome differences on cybersecurity, the South China Sea, North Korea, and a host of other hot-button issues. The schedule is designed for Xi and Obama to have time to get to know each other. And between group meetings, the two are expected to have some one-on-one time among the manicured gardens and walking paths of the estate. Ren Zhongzi, a former Chinese diplomat, said he thinks Xi Jinping is more accessible than Hu Jintao, and this will be a very good opportunity for Xi and Obama to build a better personal relationship. Xi, in contrast to most Chinese officials, has cultivated a casual image, appearing relaxed in public, occasionally speaking off the cuff, and making sure there is less pomp when he travels. Xi's glamorous wife, Peng Liyuan, will share the limelight, much as Michelle Obama does with her husband, but the two first ladies will unfortunately not get a chance to know each other, as America's first lady will stay in Washington to help her daughters finish up the school year. Beforehand, there was much speculation on whether or not the two would collaborate on a global initiative together, which will have to wait for the time being. Peng Liyuan, a famous singer even before she met her husband, made a splash traveling with Xi to Russia and Africa in March, and this week in Costa Rica, breaking the mold of Chinese first wives who have traditionally kept out of the limelight. Ahead of the meeting, Xi Jinping said that the relationship between the United States and China stands at a critical juncture and that it is time to explore a new type of great power relationship. Nicholas Lardy, a senior fellow at the Peterson Institute for International Economics in Washington, said both sides were struggling to conceptualize what a new type of great power relationship might actually be. Chinese and American analysts say, though, it is a given that Mr. Xi and his advisors are referring to the historical problem of what happens when an established power and a rising power confront each other. Aside from the overarching relationship between China and the United States, a range of specific issues will be discussed at Sunnylands. Major trade or investment deals like that were signed on Xi stops in Latin America and the Caribbean are not on the agenda, which is designed to let the leaders get to know each other and get away from the usual scripts and official talking points. The United States is most concerned about Chinese cyber attacks and the theft of industrial secrets, and the issues of North Korea, the global economy, climate change, the East China Sea, and the South China Sea are also likely to be discussed. America and China are the world's two biggest economies, two largest trading nations, and the two worst polluters. America is the world's largest debtor, China its biggest foreign creditor. As former Ambassador and Governor John Huntsman and Ian Bremmer of the Eurasia Group wrote in the New York Times, there is no way to rebalance the global economy, slow climate change, and keep the peace in Asia unless Washington and Beijing work together in as many areas as possible. In their op-ed, they write that China is every bit as exceptionalist as America and has been for centuries. It is a country prepared to make rather than accept new rules, and one that will compete with the United States for Asian and global hegemony. The Obama administration's so-called pivot to Asia, the shift of attention and resources from other regions, has convinced many in Beijing that Washington intends to try to stunt China's growth and contain it the way that America sought to halt the spread of Soviet power during the Cold War. The new leadership in China since taking office has spent a good deal of time abroad, which is evidence of China's growing involvement and influence in world affairs. Top officials have spent most of their time in developing countries which is said to show China's commitment to multifaceted or all-directional great power diplomacy. China is still feeling the stones as it crosses the river and grows into its role as a global power, and we will all have to keep watching to see what effects there will be, but relationship building has to be considered a positive start. Now you're watching Biz Wire on the Blue Ocean Network. Stay tuned and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more in economic insight.